If I hit myself enough times, I'll be so strong and no one will stop me. Is it working? Is it working? Dude, I don't know. I'm seeing red. I'm seeing stars. And is that rank 4 legend? Is that rank 4? Is Wild Seed? Is the Demon Seed's back in Wild? Wild Demon Seed. The Demon Seed is back in Wild. Let's just cut the act. This is a brand new deck that just keeps finding its way over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, to where it just keeps finding a way back. Zeddy has already made a video talking about this deck on how this card has been nerfed 12 times and it is still out of control. So if you want to hear his opinion on what exactly is wrong with the Demon Seed, then go ahead and check out his video. It will be linked in the description below. But we are mostly going to be talking about why exactly this deck is problematic instead of talking about our feelings around it. We're going to showcase some games to really show you guys why this deck is problematic. And it is partially due to the fact that Darkglare is of course still a really good card in this format. Mostly due to the fact that every single damage card in the deck almost is 1 mana, so you can just keep chaining them over and over and over again. But let's be honest, it's because of the Demon Seed. It is because of Blightborn Tamsin, probably one of the most busted cards that has ever been printed in Hearthstone, simply due to the fact that taking damage on your turn, forcing your opponent to take that for you as a Warlock deck. There's just no control deck, there is no slow deck, there is no non-hyper aggressive deck that is going to be able to deal with this, to the point where it is the best deck in the format and it is not even close. This is the reason why I don't play competitive Wild anymore, because there's always going to be like that 1, 2, maybe 3 decks that just completely lock out everything else, to where if you want to play this deck, you either have to conform to playing it or specifically tech your deck to beat it, which is very reminiscent of the old Hearthstone experience, where power outliers between certain decks were just completely on a whole nother level that is nowhere near what we have today, in my opinion. But regardless, how exactly do we play this deck if you are somebody that wants to take this deck all the way to Wild Legend? So the way that you play this deck is very simple. You have essentially 3 different game plans that you are trying to enact. There is the Darkglare combo, to where you're just trying to, complete your quest as quickly as possible, playing all of your self-damage cards like Mass Production, which is absolutely busted in this format. Mass Production goes perfectly in this deck as like a way of drawing your cards, dealing damage to yourself, and even OTKing your opponent, because if you played a bunch of Mass Productions after the Tamsin's been played, then you can Mass Production to Mass Production to a bunch of other Mass Productions. But you have your Darkglare turns, you have the Giant turns, to where you can throw down Molten Giant and Flesh Giant. It's a little bit harder to throw down Molten Giant in this particular deck because you do have the Demon Seed healing you for potentially 6, so make sure you're aware of those thresholds if you're trying to throw out your Molten Giants. But more times than not, Flesh Giants are also perfect as a way of being able to throw out a bunch of stats on the field that your opponent simply has no way of interacting with. And of course, the other way of winning the game is simply by winning with the Tamsin by playing it. You can literally play it by turn 5. You can deal 30 damage to yourself, you can still be at like 20, and you can easily play Tamsin by turn 5 because this deck is just absolutely busted. I don't think I need to be explaining this deck in great detail because my Wild viewers are going to be completely aware of this deck. But if you're somebody that doesn't really play a lot of Wild and you want to, play the most busted deck in the format, this is the easiest way that you can get probably the easiest legend of your life. So if you want to play some Seed Warlock, you might want to play it now, because I have a sneaky suspicion that this card is either going to get nerfed all the way to the ground or it's just going to get banned from the format entirely. I really don't know how else they can solve the Demon Seed outside of taking 15 on your turns. Now you have to take 45 damage. Before we go into the game clip videos, I really do believe that the problem with the Demon Seed is with cards like Crystallizer, for example. Crystallizer, just the crystal card. This card is really good because you are dealing 5 damage to your hero and gaining 5 armor, and that is just absolutely busted. One suggestion I might have for the Demon Seed is that you have to actually take damage. Like, your health has to go down. If you play an armor card, like for example, if you play double Crystallizer, I don't think that should work, because you're dealing 5 damage to your hero, then gaining 5 armor, then you deal another 5 damage to yourself, but you only dealt damage to the armor. You didn't deal damage to yourself in general. So I feel like maybe that's like one way they can kind of like try to nerf this deck, is making this card in particular not function as it. Because being able to play these 2 cards, triggering the first part of the quest for essentially for free with no backdraw, really does make the whole flavor of this quest not work, in my opinion. Because every single card that deals damage is honestly really good. Like, you want to be dealing damage to yourself. You want to be drawing your cards because you have Dark Pact for healing as well as Touch of the Nazarene for healing as well. So there's just way too much healing, way too many 1-drops in this deck that are way too good, and I just don't know what else Blizzard can do with this quest outside of banning it or changing fundamentally how taking damage works for Warlock. But don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, check out the Patreon if you want like coaching and deck optimizations, all available in the links down below. And we've also got 10% off the coolest clothes that you will see at intotheam.com/ClarkHS10 to get 10% off of your next order. So thank you so much to all of our sponsors, and thank you for making it to the end of this deck intro, and we will see you for the next one.
All eyes shall be.
Alrighty. I'm embracing my inner degenerate today. The Demon Seed has been nerfed how many times? And this card is still like the best card in this format? It's like infinitely scaling damage to where you don't take it, but what your opponent does is automatically a bombastically good thing for you. I don't know, man. Crystallizer also being in Wild is low-key insane with this deck, too. It's literally just a free proc of the quest for no drawback. Do I need to coin it? Let's coin it. Because next turn I can tap into Tour Guide. And then we have the 0 mana tap on the Darkglare. I don't know how often, but Zeddy has made a video about it. But of course, he did. He's Zeddy. That's what he does. I mean, dude, like this deck is. It's not about this deck like being like unfun or anything. This deck is a legitimate problem. Like it's so fucking powerful. Like I had a game where I won with 8/8s and I could have won with an OTK. Like this deck does almost everything. It is powerful as fuck, man. Surprised he didn't get to utilize this. Alright, so 0 mana tap puts me at 2 mana. I don't have a lot of destruction cards in my hand right now, so it's not time to play the Darkglare. This deck could be called the Demon's Dick. Yeah. I mean, this deck is really good. I love it. But it definitely dicks your opponent pretty hard.
Have a good
Yo, Sarg HD coming in with the 2 months. Welcome back to the Prime, my friend. Welcome back to the stream, my friend. Thank you for that support. Good to have you here. Hope you have a great time watching some Hearthstone happen, because we're doing a lot of Hearthstone today. It's Sunday, my dude. Wait a minute. All right, I'm gonna wait one more turn before throwing out the Giants. Like, if I would have tapped, I could have played both of these, but I feel like I could do like a Darkglare combo next turn. Maybe I'm tunnel visioning a bit here. Yeah, because actually, if I would have tapped, then I could have tapped, and these would be 0. There's really actually not even a reason to play that. Yeah, I should have played this last turn. All right, I need my mass production. How many stars do I have in Wild? 5. I have like 5. I didn't read the full explanation. Why is the Demon's Dick? Oh, the French word for seed in Quebec. It's slang for dick. Well, I mean, there was a joke for the longest time about the Demon Seed. You know, it being the word seed. There were people making that joke. Okay, wait a minute. So we do this. Then we do this. We don't Darkglare yet, right? Oh god, wait a minute. Maybe this was the... Oh wait, no, next turn is the Darkglare turn. But it doesn't even matter, dude. I just win. I don't even need to do the Darkglare combo. We're just getting there. But if this didn't get there, we have the Darkglare combo almost killing him. 6, 2 taps. La grenade du demon, demon. It'd be demon, right? Demon. Fucking hell, man. I don't know vowels in French. French vowels are weird, if I remember correctly. Like they have something special about them from other languages. Oh, demon. Oh, hey yo, there we go. The seed of the demon. Yeah, I don't know. This deck feels as evil as a Frenchman, am I right? Hey-oh! To this date, I have never recrafted the quest. I never disenchanted it. It's never left my collection. I would craft it golden if I felt that confident. I don't know. I love this deck. I know it's degenerate as fuck, but I love it. I love degenerate decks. What can I say? I have a problem. I have a disease. French is weird. Yeah, French has a lot of weird things with its language. Weird pronunciations. There's a lot of weird things. I'm just gonna go ahead and just draw cards. Cause I can do like this into, I can literally do this into this. We've completed the first step on turn 2. This is crazy, man. On turn 2, you can literally deal 10 damage to yourself. And it's like, yeah, it was already possible with Crystallizer, but like, oh my lord, dude. To be fair, so does English. English does break a lot of rules. That is true. That is very true. So we do this first, then do this. So that way we can utilize healing with the armor count. So here's the one reason you usually don't want to play Crystallizer early on is because it denies your giant turns. Like if the armor gets damaged, this doesn't get discounted. It's kind of a big deal, so maybe this would have been better, but I like the idea of just cleanly reaching the threshold. How do you pronounce bow? Is it bow? Is it bow? Which one is it, bro? It's a homonym. I'm teaching the world about homonyms. Yes, they're homonyms.
5 months.
That's a
Almost
fucking
a
reference. Yo, what's going on, Luke? Good to see you, man. Thank you for those 5 months. Welcome back to the Horde, my friend. Guys, don't forget to spam those emotes. I gotta spam those emotes, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta let people know you got that Horde pride by setting the chat on fire. Okay, give me a Darkglare and we're cooking next turn. I feel I'm so used to this deck like doing ridiculous things by turn 5. Does it still do ridiculous things by turn 5? I feel like you need the Raise Dead or the double Darkglare to make anything happen. It's like, yeah, I'm only gonna get takeout bi-weekly, who knows? You gotta schedule that stuff, man. Otherwise, you do it every day. And if you're doing it every day, then it's not good. Wait, hold on a minute. Darkglare crazy here. Play this. Oh wait, it's 3. So we're playing Tamsin next turn. This is crazy, by the way. This is like actually so freaking nuts how crazy this is. Oh, I didn't get that. Oh, man. Ow. Awooga. You know, if I debatably would have saved the tap, would that have been better? Because then I could have done this in a tap, and then I could have done more stuff. But like just mass production just wins. Oh, wait a minute. No, I wouldn't gain the mana back because he takes the damage. Yeah, that's true. So I need to heal myself. Him taking the fatigue is cool and all, but... Am I just dead if I play the Tamsin? He didn't kill me here, though. He just played secrets. Eh. This is the way to lose, but I don't care. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, did I really just die? Whoo! Wait, what? Whew. Whew. It could be ice block. Could be, that's true.
Crystallize.
Is there any way to get around it?
Fails. Try crystal.
Well, I don't think we lose anymore. No 4-mana 6/6 taunt. That is not needed in this deck. You don't care about that. Like, look at what I did. I essentially just did that with like 3 cards, and they were all like 1 mana. Yeah, I got really lucky that he didn't kill me. I had no reason to play the Tamsin the way that I did. But, yeah, dude. GG. This deck is degenerate. It's just absolutely degenerate. If you think Pain Warlock is a problem in Standard, you should play Wild for a little bit and it'll change your perspective. Run Eater of Secrets? I mean, you could run that, but then you have a card that's only good against Mage and then a card that doesn't benefit every other matchups. So, like... What's even the point? You already don't need it. Exactly. I didn't lose even though I gave myself the best chance of losing. Debatably, I should have died there, but I didn't. Is it safe to craft the Demon Seed? Will it get nerfed the next few months? Or, dude, it's gonna get nerfed. You look at a deck like this, it's getting nerfed. There is no way a deck like this is surviving. Pain Warlock in Standard and in Wild is gonna get nerfed one way or another. How it's gonna get nerfed, who knows? Who knows, man? But it's like, I imagine one of 2 things is gonna happen. Sorry, hiccups. That was a strong hiccup. One of 2 things is probably gonna happen. They're probably going to ban the Demon Seed temporarily until they figure out how they wanna, you know, fix the problem. Or they're gonna nerf around the Demon Seed and they're gonna like slow this down a bunch. Which would mean either like nerfing like Darkglare, which I don't know how they can. Like there's a lot of potential cards they could nerf around this. You could nerf the Crystallizer, but those aren't like really the problematic cards in this deck. It's everything else that this deck does. Make each step deal 35 to your hero. That might be a bit overkill. Just a bit. Okay, but dude, if I end up getting Darkglare, this is crazy. If you increase to 25, you buff Holy Wrath Paladin again. There's no winning, man. There's literally no winning.
Has demons.
Molten Giant will find a way, one way or another. Demon Seed started at 6, 7, 8, not 10, 10, 10. It still needs a nerf. Yep, exactly. It's really funny if you think about it. It is very funny if you think about it. Oh, there's a horror in this deck? I guess that makes sense.
Fragile minds. Fragile minds.
You know? Maybe low order here, but... Oh, there's a Darkglare. Whew. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want Molten Giant getting nerfed. I really don't want I don't want Molten Giant getting nerfed. Lol, Burn, Tamsin, bro, who even cares? I've won the game. I've won the game, guys. How do I lose? I have 8/8s that are gonna win this game. You think I care at all about the quest reward? A 5-mana 7/7? I'm playing 0-mana 8/8s. I've been literally playing 0-mana 8/8s, man. Yeah, he's just dead. Oh man, Clark HELLSCREAM, you're looking real goofy right now. You're looking real goofy right now, Clark HELLSCREAM. Oh no, whatever will you do without the Tamsin quest reward? Whatever will I do without it? Do you get 2 chests if you climb wild? No, it's never worked that way. It's never worked that way. Be funny to play the deck without the quest and still win? I mean, we use the quest to heal ourselves up, you know? That's one goofy way of kind of making it, of taking advantage of the quest. Like, you could just use it for the 9 healing and the 9 face damage. It's 1 mana deal 9 if you think about it that way, right? Deal 9, heal 9. I've been liching wild. This guy's like top 50. Is this the same account? My MMR is omega trash right now. I should not be going up against anybody with good decks right now. That's pretty good. I'm curious to try Pain Lock, but I hesitate because it would cost me 3k dust. If it's gonna cost you a lot of dust, then don't do it. For the simple fact that this deck may most likely get nerfed. What's up, Doc? Another hidden meaning. Huh? Yo, you rolled that in wild? Okay, that's crazy. That's kind of crazy. He actually made this an even game now. It's a fair game now, but he actually might enable my Molten Giant faster. In fact, I think that's all that's gonna happen from this. Okay, hitting Darkglare was kind of unfortunate.
Here for the tour?
Crystallize.
No restraint. No restraint.
Kind of sad we couldn't get the Flesh Giant out there, but still not bad for a turn 4. Especially considering that we're doing a lot of healing next turn. Oh wait, this is deal 6, not deal 9. I was wrong. Freezing Trap is useless. There's actually a lot of useless secrets here. I really like your take on Rainbow DK buff. Works quite well. Yeah, man. Buff DK would be better if Pain Warlock wasn't everywhere. It is quite literally everywhere.
Greetings, traveler.
Flesh fails.
Welcome.
Try crystal.
No restraint.
Greetings, traveler.
No restraint.
Greetings, traveler.
Why is he greeting me so much right now?
Greetings, traveler.
Oh, motion denied. It's kind of really. Oh, wait a minute. You triggered my trap card, you dumbass. Ah, got him. All right, do we still win? We've resorted to wild. I was playing a goofy wild deck earlier, but I'm just playing this deck until I lose with it. Just wanted to get a couple of games with it. I'm not playing wild all day today. But it did at least pique my curiosity, you know?
Welcome, my devoted chosen.
This guy thought the game was over. Where are your emotes now, buddy? Where are your emotes now, you fool? I haven't even needed the Tamsin yet, dude. I haven't even needed Tamsin. Clark doing wild all day. We're not playing wild all day. I would legitimately only play this deck. Like, this and Shaman are kind of interesting. Maybe I would try Lion Hunter. Maybe Lion Hunter is kind of interesting. But aside from those three decks, there's not really anything in Wild that's really like, I want to play it. Things in Wild gotta be like extremely goofy for me to try it. How do you counter Sludge Man if it comes down the Poison Divine Shield Beast just to delay it? Or look for lethal if they don't kill it? What do you mean by Sludge Man? Do you mean the 4 mana 5/7? Yeah, out of here, bucko. Not even Holy Wrath Paladin? Holy Wrath Paladin is, it means okay, but it's not nearly fast enough. Didn't know you played Wild? Dude, I played Wild back in the day. Oh my god, I played so much Wild back in the day. I was a Wild content creator, if you didn't know. I started, like, I did Standard and Wild, but I focused on Wild memes. But then, you know, people stopped caring about Wild, so I stopped making Wild content. Because Standard videos were doing better, so I had to focus on Standard.
I see you.
Oh man, 40 card Priest. Oh my god, 40 card Shadow Priest? What is this nonsense? Wild wasn't as shitty then as now. Dude, I know. I mean, the only reason why Wild feels shitty is because there's just not a lot of people playing it anymore. Like, it just feels like... I don't know how to describe Wild. Because I don't want to be disrespectful. But it's like that specific lunch table, you know, at school. You know, you gotta know people who know people to get in that table. I don't know how else to describe it. I got the Ledge with an honest death rattle Demon Hunter in 2021. Yeah, and there's not a lot of honest decks, quote unquote, you can climb the Wild with. That's probably what you're talking about. Like, things are like all or nothing, where it's like it's either a good deck that climbs well or it's just a bad deck. Okay, so I think we've got a really good turn here, right?
A little agony goes a
So we tap. We Kobold. Do this.
Flash fails. Try Crystal.
Oh, wait a minute, I fucked up. I should have done this first and then done this. I think it won't matter. What? Yeah, okay, yeah. That's why Darkglare is good. And that's why we set up the 0 mana hero power to enable this. And then the freaking, oh my god, there's just so much synergy in this deck. There's just too much synergy in this deck. What are they gonna nerf? Like freaking Raise Dead? Is that the card that they touch?
Future is clear. Your demise be near.
All right, well, Darkglare is dead. If it would have survived, it just would have been game over. God damn, bro. Like, god damn, bro. God damn, man. What do you do? What do you do? What can you possibly do against a deck like this? There's nothing. Oh, that into ruin? But now I just legitimately, oh my lord. I can actually make use of Tamsin now. I can actually kill my opponent with a Tamsin. Oh my lord. This is gonna be the first game where Tamsin does just win it though. And it's really funny how like Tamsin does like the thing that's crazy about this card is that you can't dirty rat it. You can't like interact with it. Oh, okay, that's hilarious. How you think that matters? Mass production lethal, bro.
A little agony goes a long way.
Is this really about to happen?
Here for the tour?
Oh, wait a minute, that's right. Darkglare doesn't work, I'm an idiot. I forgot! Can you blame me for forgetting? I keep forgetting. I was so focused on just boop, 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 boop. Infinite mass productions, bro. But I'm not taking damage, so this is a great learning moment for the YouTube video. This is a great learning moment. Yeah, it would legitimately be insane if that worked. I'm unsure of running Darkglare on this deck. No, dude, okay. The turn that we made earlier is why you played Darkglare. Darkglare enabled the doubled Flesh Giant turn. That was important. So now I'm pretty sure he's just dead, right? Okay, yeah, dude. This deck's a problem. This deck is legitimately a problem. How do you lose? How does this deck lose? You need to go up against like a hunter or a mage that just has direct damage, and you take advantage of like that window turn where they're like at like, you know, like 7 or like 10 HP. You gotta play Reno Priest. It eats Reno Warrior for lunch. You steal their brand, Boom Boss, Dr. Broom, their lunch money, their house, everything. I might eventually play Highlander Priest, but I am trying my best not to play Highlander decks unless they actually intrigue me. And I hate to say it, only one Highlander deck has made me interested in trying it. And it was, oh god, it was Reno Hunter. Because it was a way of utilizing Mysterious Egg and King Plush, which was why I was intrigued. But Highlander Priest mirrors, no thank you. I probably need a bit of returning on plagues in that case. It was just the infinite nature of them, which caused the hate and the complaints. I mean, I agree, but if you take away that, then you take away the win condition. Like, the deck was not that powerful. The deck was not that powerful, but it is a deck that feels bad to lose against. Because it's a deck that denies your turns because of things like Frost Plague, you know what I mean? But that's the funny thing, people... What? 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 Oh my dear God, no. How did he not pull a giant? How do you not pull a giant there? Oh, I'm just dead, aren't I? I mean, if I pass my turn, I'm dead. Like, I'm just gonna die the next turn. What? All right, well, I don't think there was a way to win that game, but okay. I guess I shouldn't have dealt the damage to myself, but whatever. Okay, whatever. Wow. I said I'd play the deck until I lose.